October 7th, here in Somerset, New Jersey, Manufacturing Day at the Palace Business Center. I have with me today two guests who I've had before. Marianne Pacelli, who's the the Workforce Development Manager, and Beth Colbert, who is the Regional Manager for NIST. So tell everybody what NIST is first.
So NIST is the National Institute of Standards and Technology, a department under the U.S. Department of Commerce, previously known as the National Bureau of Standards.
Right.
They do all the measurements, a lot of science and technology, Nobel Prize winners. It's been around since the early 1900s, very early 1900s. We are the Manufacturing Extension Partnership, a division within NIST that works with manufacturing, small and medium-sized manufacturers for growth, technology acceleration, technology adoption, and workforce.
Yes, I've been down to NIST in Gaithersburg. It's quite a facility. It doesn't look like what it should be, but it's really quite beautiful.
It used to be downtown Washington, D.C., and then with all the new added technologies,
right.
They moved to that campus. It's quite large.
Marianne, it's a pleasure as usual.
Yes, it's good to be with you again.
Yes, thank you.
Chatted about a year ago.
We have. So tell us a little bit about what you're doing in regards to the workforce development.
Well, we know from all the reports that are out there, Deloitte and everybody else does surveys, that our manufacturers, along with other industries, one of their critical concerns right now is workforce and finding people with the right skills and the ability to learn so that they can grow their business. And that's really where the struggle is with most of our manufacturers today. They want to grow, they want to expand, they're trying to innovate, adopt new technology, and finding the right workforce who want to come and work for manufacturers is one of the key things. So one of the reasons that we help support Manufacturing Day is really want to be able to let everyone know, parents, schools, and students, the excitement about manufacturing, how great it is to have a career in manufacturing, and hopefully encourage just a few more people to think about staying in school, getting your STEM education, moving on to some certificate or bachelor's degree programs so that you too can have one of those exciting careers in manufacturing.
Well, it's really thrilling to see that some government agencies and some politicians are very much into manufacturing. In the first, during the campaign, beginning of the campaign season, it took the 14th debate or 14th campaign event where someone finally said the word manufacturing. And I know it because I was counting. I do count. And it was amazing. But since then, there's so many people who are involved. Some government agencies are involved and really doing a great job. MEP is doing great. NJIT is doing great. And they're all over the country today. And unfortunately, mainstream media, if it doesn't bleed or if it doesn't talk politics, they don't report on anything anymore. So we're out there, Manufacturing Talk Radio, just to get the message out, get your message out, what NIST is all about, what NJIT is all about, and so on. And we've traveled around the country listening to people like you who are dedicated and committed to doing this for a profession. So we thank you for that. The next point that I was going to bring up was regarding workers' development. And you had mentioned about the fact that there are people who are first beginning to get it, that they may not go to college, maybe they shouldn't go to college, and maybe they should look for a career in manufacturing where they can make $80,000, $70,000. In some cases, I even heard that an underwater welder today earns $150,000 a year, and that's just amazing. So, what are the hot industries right now that are adopting into this new promotion of work development?
So some of the, we hear a lot from our manufacturing client base and surveys is that digital manufacturing, so bringing that computer-enabled, whether it's robotics or just running a process line with computers,
Right.
is a real hotspot right now to bring young people into learning. And most manufacturers will train on the job because each manufacturer is uniquely different and will use this digital capability differently.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of on-the-job training. Just the young people coming in or anybody coming in just has to have that willingness to learn and the aptitude to really adopt to
Yeah.
digital.
Shortly, we're going to be interviewing 5 students who are involved at some level of manufacturing education. And they're all bright kids. Some things I didn't even understand what they were talking about. Thank goodness last year we had a mathematician, and that was totally a waste. There was no talking to him. So is there anything that you would like further to get out to the public?
Well, I think that manufacturing, as the Lieutenant Governor said earlier this morning, is it's growing. It's coming back, and it's a vital part of every state's economy. It is a vital part of New Jersey. It's a vital part of all of our states. And in order for those companies to grow, they have to innovate in their technology, such as digital, robotics, adopting new technology to help them make and create their products. And they have to have a workforce that's flexible, that's willing to learn. And we are helping our manufacturers get better at understanding how to work with the younger generation today. We have to make sure that we encourage the best and the brightest of our students to consider jobs in manufacturing. Whether you're going for an engineering degree, stay in engineering and really work with those manufacturers. And think about going into the small mid-sized companies where you're going to have an opportunity to do a lot of different things. As I've talked to interns who have worked in both large and small companies, I'm starting to hear the interns saying, gee, working in a smaller company is a little more fun because I get to do a lot of different things. So you have the opportunity to really multitask, whether you're going in as a production worker, a supervisor, a technician, or an engineer.
And I would say that, as you mentioned, it's for all groups coming out of high school. Whether you choose to go on to a 4-year degree, a 2-year degree, or you want a really good training program, manufacturers are looking for people to train or to bring in skills across all that spectrum. So, don't discount that you might not have an opportunity. Take a look, and that's where our system, like the New Jersey MEP Center here, can help you do that, is find those jobs and work with those manufacturers.
In spite of what we do here in the news media about not having enough jobs and that we have to get more jobs, meanwhile, we have three quarters of a million manufacturing jobs not filled. And these kinds of projects that we're doing here today hopefully can help to fill those, because we do know that the politicians are looking to bring jobs back. I'm not sure who's going to fill those jobs, but we do know that women in manufacturing has become a very small group, a small and powerful group, and they're making some serious inroads into that. Today's event and events like this is altogether 2,600 events today, cross country, which, if I do some quick math, we're probably talking about 30,000 people throughout the whole United States, Canada, and Mexico who are involved. So I thank you for that. And I do have one question I can't let it go without me asking, and that is because I missed the question when the Lieutenant Governor was being interviewed. Do you think she's running for governor? You don't have to answer. You don't have to answer.
Not living in New Jersey, I have to hold my answer.
Well, she's
Defer to people in New
Yeah.
Jersey as well.
well, she's a great speaker and pleasure having her here, and I thank both of you for sitting down with me for a few minutes. And it was great seeing you again, and you, Beth, as well.
Yeah, thank you for your support
Thank-
of manufacturing.
thank you.
Manufacturing.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.